Right now we are in Kenya. We're visiting Valley Light Home today, which was an amazing day. I think when you step into a place, you immediately get a sense, and sometimes it's a sense of caution where you might feel these warning flags and you don't even necessarily know what they're for or what that means yet. But then there's another sense sometimes where you walk in and there's just such a feeling of peace, and that's what I get when I walk in. A story like Valley Light Home, it is true that a lot of the day-to-day, we're talking about buildings, we're talking about administrative costs and what it takes to run something like this, but at the same time you have these opportunities for things like shoes, or you're talking about cows and the milk that it provides for a home and the income that it provides for the children themselves. And it is just this incredibly textured, full picture of what it means to live life every day with these little ones. And I wish so much that you could see it. That is one of the things I think when I'm on the ground here, that one of the greatest privileges I have in this is trying to paint the picture for you of what it is that you are supporting, what it is that you are doing in these lives. And I wish that you could see it for yourself, and I want to do my best to try to give you those eyes, because the impact is amazing. And when you see these faces and when you hear the stories, and even when you hear their names, you know, Blessing and Mercy and Sifa, and just all these names and the meaning of those names themselves, and where you see how that has come to be in their life, where I think through your lives and through what you've been willing to give, these children know and are aware that they have been seen by God. In addition to visiting Valley Light Home, we were also able to visit Namelak, which is located in the Narok-Loita Hills region of Kenya, just across the border from Tanzania and in the Maasai region of the country. We had a wonderful pilot from Mission Aviation Fellowship who actually flew us over there so that we were able to travel to this very remote region where Namelak is and visit a home for children with special needs. We were greeted so warmly by the village, so many people, and just to say hello when we first arrived. And we were able to see this incredibly amazing work that's being done in such a remote place on the earth. This initiative is led by a woman named Francesca. She is a Maasai native and actually has her own incredible story where she ran away from home to escape FGM and was given an education and ultimately obtained a nursing degree. But instead of leaving to go on to kind of create a life for herself, she felt compelled to return home to her people and to help children with special needs to be able to have a chance at life. And quite literally, tradition there dictates among the Maasai that children born with special needs are to be removed from the people, and they are literally just left outside in the wild to die. And really, this is the beauty of Wellspring and its ability to reach people that would otherwise be unreachable. I would really say this is one of the remote places that I've been to with Wellspring, and when you're standing there, you really are so aware that for these people, they really don't have anywhere else to turn to for help and for support. We were first introduced to Namelak by a college student who is the son of a family who had been just longtime friends of RZIM. And when we met them, they were about to close. They had reached what they felt like was the end of their work. They had no funding left and no ability to move forward. And this has just been an incredible relationship for us when Wellspring supporters have come alongside them and have really sustained this program and the ongoing work among the Maasai people here. And when we were standing there and looking at all these children, what kept going through my head is these children really may not have even been here. The work that Francesca is doing to help individual lives and families, but also to change a mindset to help them see that each one of these lives carries intrinsic value and is so irreplaceable, and that they now are alive and being cared for and growing and developing was just an incredible thing to be able to witness. I was somewhere recently, just a couple weeks ago, and it was actually visiting Iraqi refugees, but I always walk into those settings a little overwhelmed and just aware that I feel I have so little to offer somebody who has lost so much. And I walked into the room, and this elderly gentleman who had actually lost his legs in a bomb blast as he was fleeing Iraq when ISIS took over his home, he burst into sobs and started crying, and he cried out in prayer, and he said, "I know the Lord is here, I know the Lord is here, I know the Lord is here," because he just sent someone thousands of miles to remind me that he is here and he sees me. And that's what I think when I walk into this home too. That is what you are doing. That is what you are reminding them. And I wish that you could see their faces, but please believe me that it is changing a life, not just for today, but for their future. And no matter what lies ahead, because this life thing is so hard and so complicated, but no matter what lies ahead, each one of them will always know that there was somebody who believed in them, that there was somebody who believed that they were made in the image of God and that they were absolutely worth it to put faith in and to invest in their lives, and they will carry that with them the rest of their lives.